Another author that we have read their work before, very recently, because they had they co-authored. Zin has written this one. I'm trying to figure out which one it is that we read recently that we had to look up. Might be the Perfect Foil. Yeah, I think it was the Perfect Foil. Yeah. And we also have read, of course, a bunch of other ones. But now Zin has wrote, or Zine, I'm not sure how, it's like Z-Y-N. Not sure how. But they wrote Foot Pope. Foot Pope. So now I'm like thinking, like, is it a pope that's just a giant foot? Is it a pope made out of multiple feet? But it's foot, so it's just one foot. Well, let's find out, shall we? Object class Euclid, special containment procedures. Foundation agents are to regularly monitor outdoor activity in elementary schools within a 20-kilometer radius of the location of SCP-166 initial appearance. Should any children be observed engaging in SCP-2166 activity, field agents are to be dispatched to the corresponding schools to administer amnestics to all students involved once the current round of SCP-2166 has concluded. Should any children engaging in SCP-2166 be joined by any unfamiliar young child who is not present on any available class listing, the agent is to follow said individual to determine their place of residence for further Foundation observation. Description: SCP-2166 is an anomalous children's playground game, colloquially known as Foot Pope. Several slightly differing iterations of the game are known to exist, but the following instructions are consistent across all versions. Different iterations involving greater numbers of players take into account more complex terrain such as climbable play structures, equipment, introduction of a foot devil that can freeze players, and other such modifications. Also, it's like tag. Like the game of tag where when somebody touches you, you freeze, and then you have that one who can touch you and unfreeze you. The game requires 3 or more players and a space that has at least 3 different types of ground terrain. Acceptable terrain includes asphalt, concrete, wood chips, sand, grass, dirt, running track, and so on. One player is selected to be the Foot Pope. At the start of the first round, all players assemble in a circle around the current Foot Pope, who will chant a rhyme. Foot Pope, blessing feet, showing where all steps should meet, and we will pat the right foot of each player assembled. When the Foot Pope has finished the rhyme and feel blessing, the players disperse at a run and chant a replied Foot Pope, stand ahead, while land must devout feet tread. The Foot Pope will then call out a type of terrain, and all players must place both feet on the terrain as quickly as possible. The players who fulfill this task the slowest is out for the remaining duration of the round. The Foot Pope states that the chant again with the players chanting the response again, and the round continues until all but one player is out. The remaining player becomes the new Foot Pope, so to start the next round. So far, it seems very much like it's just like a simple game, but let's see what else happens. SCP-2166 anomalous effects are believed to manifest upon completion of the first Foot Pope chant call and response. All Foundation run trials attempting to replicate manifestation of SCP-2166 anomaly failed when the preliminary chant was not completed at least once. When the chant has been said, all players who are designated out during the round find their feet permanently affixed to the ground they are standing on until the end of the round. Attempts to circumvent this situation by removing articles of clothing worn on feet are unsuccessful. Said clothing will also remain permanently affixed to the individual. Let me read that again. Oh, they're permanently affixed to the ground. Okay, gotcha. So they're just stuck. Those affected by SCP-2166 primary effects report feeling only mild discomfort. It has been determined that should an individual affected by SCP-2166 sit down while affixed to the ground, they will find that they are able to adjust their position freely, so long as they retain some contact with the ground they were previously standing on. This effect persists even with removal of the section of the ground the player stood on from the rest of the terrain space. The player simply moves with the section of ground removed. Investigation of further nuances of SCP-2166 gameplay and modification potential is ongoing. See Addendum 2. We have Addendum 1. Based on partial interview data collected by Foundation field agents. Okay, just... Okay. It is believed that knowledge of SCP-2166 originated at Gazer View Elementary School of Portland, Oregon, where a primary grade student introduced the game instructions to other children during recess. School documents show no records of such a student in the district system, and no guards figure was ever seen accompanying the child. Rather, the child simply stated that they were to wait for their friends at the library after. Okay, I gotcha. After class was dismissed, staff of libraries within walking distance of Geisha View Elementary School report that they have never seen the child before. Addendum 2, as of experimental staff monitored trial playthroughs of SCP-2166 have uncovered the following information. Based on empirical observation, there are only two ways to end SCP-2166 anomalous effects. The first is for a round of SCP-2166 to end naturally, with a new foot pope either starting another round or declining to say the starting chant. The second, discovered in an experimental Foundation facility, is for a current foot pope to declare "No land" in response to the player's chant, at which point the game has ended and any immobilized players are freed. It is believed that a game of SCP-2166 can continue indefinitely, with the accompanying anomalous effects enduring until a game is properly ended. Currently, the longest Foundation-held game of SCP-2166 was recorded at approximately 133 minutes. Attempting to cheat during SCP-2166, including deviating from the rules, arguing with the foot pope, and leaving the game early, has resulted in participants experiencing an unpleasant burning sensation in their feet until the conclusion of the current round of SCP-2166. In one extreme case, the involved individual's shoes disappeared and reappeared permanently, affixed to their ears until the conclusion of the game. Misspeaking the foot pope chant, whether by accident or intention, results in all the players, including the active foot pope, having their feet affixed to the ground until the chant is said properly. Well, as a runner and as a person who loved a lot of games that involved running, foot pope sounds like it fucking sucks. I would not like foot pope. I would not like playing foot pope whatsoever. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be so mad playing that game. But yeah, imagine how the kids are fucking confused. Like why can't I move? What is happening? What's going on? I'm just stuck here. What is this game? Yeah, I would not have a good time with that.